This is Mickey Sunshine Creates, and I'm Mickey, and I'm doing a kitting up for you for my next project. Why am I doing this now? This is for Christmas, and I'm still working on Halloween. I'm doing this now because I want to know what ABs I'm going to need to really bling this up and get them before I start this. I also need some more ABs for my Halloween project, which I didn't do that. I didn't check beforehand. And now that I've decided to put ABs in certain places, I don't have enough. So, and I don't want to pay $4 shipping for a few dollars in product. So I'm going to see what I need here, see what I have, and then have fun, order, spend money. Anyway, if you're new to the channel and you would like this, and you enjoy my sitting here and rambling on while I'm kitting up, by all means, subscribe and hit the bell so you're always notified when I upload a new rambling video. Or go live, and I go live every Friday at 7:30 p.m. And yes, I laugh a lot. It's my nature. Unless I'm talking about something serious or letting somebody else talk, okay. Excuse me. Okay, this is a Diamond Art Club, which means that it's got, at least this one has 64 colors and 4 ABs. This one is called A Magical View to Christmas. I love those penguins. They are just so cute. But as you can see, there's a lot of places to put a lot more than just 4 ABs. I mean, I see tons of places to put them. I really want to bling this up. So, I love this. I don't remember when I got this one. It was a while ago, I think. You know, I'm Jewish, so I don't really celebrate Christmas. Though I used to celebrate Christmas by having a Christmas tree and lights and, you know, tchotchkes or whatever they call them, ornaments and stuff like that. I used to go to, we used to, this is when I was married, we used to collect ornaments everywhere we went. If we went up to St. Augustine, we'd go looking for an ornament. If we went to Naples, we'd look for an ornament. If we went to Disney, we'd look for new ornaments. I mean, no matter where we were, we would always come home with at least one new ornament. Now, at the time, I had more than just one type of ornament, but I was into collecting crystal ornaments. Yeah, crystal glass. You know, I loved the way it sparkled. Because my tree, I always had my tree, the whatchamacallit, garland. In fact, the last few years, we had this beautiful tree. You know, we pick up some pretty good trees down here. But we had this tree, and I had this wonderful skirt for it that was quilted, and it was cream and gold with shiny gold fabric. It was, it's packed away somewhere, but it's gorgeous. And I had found an absolutely beautiful raggedy gold and cream angel for the topper. When I got those two pieces, I said, okay, time to go for a theme. Because we never really used to go for a theme, but this time we were going for a theme. So I said, we need glass ornaments for this. And we need gold and silver garland. I got almost all new lights. I said I wanted white lights. You know, let's keep it simple. So I got white lights, and and what else did we get? We didn't use icicles. The cats. It was hard enough to keep the cats away from the hanging ornaments, let alone the icicles. So we didn't use icicles, but we got some really pretty ornaments, glass ornaments. I mean, we went to Disney a lot back then, several times a year. So I had my opportunity to pick up a lot of glass ornaments. I don't know if you've ever seen that place. It's when you get through Main Street, it's on the way to Western World or whatever that, I forget what they call it. And it's just over the bridge on the left is this beautiful little shop, and they have the most gorgeous glass ornaments that I could imagine. There used to be, I don't know if there is anymore, but there used to be a glassmaker there, and you can actually sit and watch him make the glass. I don't think he's there anymore, but it was fascinating, absorbing, just, I don't know, just gorgeous. So we picked up a lot of ornaments. I still had my old sentimental colorful ornaments. I'm not going to leave those out. But overall, the theme was cream, gold, and silver. It was such a pretty tree. I miss that tree. We had that for several years. We had that for several years until we got tired of stringing lights around it, and we got one of those fake trees with filaments, the filament light going through it. So that was really pretty too. I don't know if we ever put that one up. I think we put that up one year. The last year we were together. Yeah. Savvy. That's life. All right. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm putting the labels on my Harbor Freight. DSC makes these beautiful sticker labels for you that you can just peel off and place on your containers or baggies or whatever it is that you want to use. I like my Harbor Freights, even if it's going to take 3 of them. That's fine. I can deal with 3. It's not too many. 4, I might have gotten upset, but then I think that's a diamond painting I really don't want to deal with. That's too many colors. And I know there are kits out there with 100 or more colors. No, that's no. Just no. I'm happy with my 64 colors here. I think this is one of the biggest ones I've had. I think the last biggest one was 63. Or was it 65? I don't remember. Wipe my mouth. Oh, I have breakfast here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Before it gets cold. It's cold. So once again, I'm having breakfast and kidding up. I tend to do that a lot. So join me for breakfast here. All right. The question is, now what are we going to talk about? I could, yeah, I had, when I look back, overall, I had a good life. It ain't over by far, but I had a good life. I had a lot of setbacks, starting with my first husband and the ending of my singing career. But overall, people say when you move down to Florida, you either love it or you hate it. Well, I love it. And they say it's very hard to make friends down here. And they're right. It is very hard to make friends. But really, how many friends do you need? I didn't have a lot of friends in New York or Jersey when I lived with my mom. So I didn't expect to have a lot of friends down here. But actually, when I first moved here, it was with my boyfriend, Michael. Good looking guy, but a jerk. I kicked him out fairly quickly. So I was living alone, first time I ever lived alone. I was so happy, so excited. This was around 1976, 77. I moved here June 6th, 1976. I'll never forget. It was 6/6/76. So, I had a lot of different jobs, but I used to go when I finally found my, you could call it my career as a legal secretary, administrative assistant, legal assistant. I had a nice apartment in North Miami Beach. No, North Miami. I moved to North Miami at that time. They're right next to each other, so it looks, unfortunately, down South Florida, it all looks alike. It's a planned city. Everything is gridded. You know, you could tell by an address what the cross street is. It's kind of boring, especially when all the beautiful cow pastures and fields I used to pass while driving to go up visit my brother, when they started all becoming developments. And now it's nothing but developments. There's no more cows. No, I used to love that. You know, we had cows all the way down here, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. The economy. They're getting more money for the land than they are for the milk they're producing. Because I think they were all dairy farms. But and prices were going up, and you can't afford free ranging cows anymore. You know, it's just too expensive. High maintenance, a lot of employees for it, whatever. So they would sell, and all these developments started springing up along 441 University Drive, Pine Island. All of these beautiful fields filled with willows. That's what I used to call them willows. Every time I passed them, the only way I would get to see them now is to take the turnpike up to Disney, to Orlando. But even now, it's becoming overdeveloped, and there are fewer and fewer farms. So I'd have to take 28, which that's a long drive. But that's still the heartland of Florida. So, but it was sad. It was sad. No more cows. This place is too overdeveloped. You know, if I could, I would move to a mountain cabin, but I can't. So now I'm going to be stopping when my roommate comes home because he makes noise. So if you hear something in the background, it's Dan busting back into the house. I'm sure he went for a walk this morning. He does that now every morning. Good for him, not me. I can't. I wish I could. I miss when, as I was saying, when I had moved down here and I got my permanent job, I joined a gym. And I used to go running and work out and then go to this semi-dive bar. It's a neighborhood bar. It was, I guess you could call it a Cheers type bar, where if you went often enough, you got to know all the regulars. And I used to go in for at least one drink almost every night, you know, after my workout. And I made friends. Granted, they were all male, but what's wrong with that? I tend to get along better with men than I do with women. At least I did, you know. Now I've gotten better, but I don't know. I tend to get along better with men. And so I had a lot of male friends. No, we didn't go out. If we went out as a group. Sometimes there'd be a female friend along, you know, female of this. Sometimes it would just be me and the guys. Actually, they were the bullies, my boys. But we had a lot of fun, you know. We'd go places, we'd sit at the bar and, you know, chatter about our day and complain and feel sorry for each other. Yes, I got hit on. Of course I did. But once they knew I was that, no. They actually protected me from new people coming in. Because I did not want to go back to... I didn't need a man. The guy I moved down with, he became a real jerk. That's so good. Cheers. It's nice having coffee with friends, isn't it? Having breakfast. I don't know why people say they don't want to eat while they're recording. Why not? It's just like sitting across from someone and eating breakfast. Unless you're the type that chews with your mouth open. Yes, I talk with my mouth full, but try and get most of it down. I know you're not supposed to do that, but... Oh, what the hell? It's not the end of the world. Wait a second. This one is crooked. There you go. Oh, hey, come on. 3 more to go. So I had a lot of male friends, and go to the movies, we go to the parks on the weekend, you know. We play softball. We played racquetball. Racquetball was my game. I loved to play racquetball. That I saved for the weekends because, I mean, working out and running the track was tiring enough. Racquetball, though, that would wipe me out. It really would. It would just, I'm out. I'm out. I'm completely out. Okay, now that I have labeled everything, it's time for the unpacking. Now, a lot of people don't like this type of unpacking. You know, they prefer baggies. That's just fun and fine, but you can keep things together much easier. Please pardon the crackle if you're wearing earphones. But if you're baggies are fine, but they tend to get all mixed up. At least with the trains, that's what I call it. It's a train, and it is. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's a train. Nope. Okay. Oh, I need to put some light on here. I think I didn't realize it was kind of gloomy out. All right, we've got glare, but we have more light. What can I say? I'm an idiot. I don't think of things like this. Anyway, unfortunately, these are never numbered in order, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. I'm going to move these off to the side. These go up here. Now, I've kept these in... DC puts down their labels like the legend in order of DMC number and with their own labeling that's 1 through 64. I keep them in that order for now. They don't care where they put the letters, the numbers, the symbols. Those can be anywhere. But I will keep them in DMC order right now because when I need to find 3065, it's not going to be here because this is 100 to 414. I know it's going to be in this box or this box because, 3065, it's 3064, sorry. It's going to be, logical. Makes sense? I don't know. I think it makes sense. Anyway, you get my life history here. If you want it. If you don't, just, I don't know. Go on to the next video. I'm very self-deprecating. I don't know why. I just am. I don't think I'm worth it. Here's 934, really rich, dark brown. Man, that's like the darkest chocolate I've ever seen. 934 is going to be here. And anyway, so you've heard all about my sports history. And then I met Joel. I was introduced to Joel, who later became my second husband, by a mutual friend. There was something about him. I couldn't tell you what. But Joel was AA. And he said he was a year sober, but he wasn't. He was NA, and he said he was a year clean, but he wasn't. But he was at least 6 to 8 months clean. And we started going out. And then my apartment was robbed. I came home one day and my apartment had been, though it was hard to tell if it was ransacked because at the time I was still in teenager mode, throwing clothes all over the place. So, but there were things that were missing and everything else, and I couldn't stay there anymore. So I went to look for another apartment, and I have no idea. I can't recall how it happened, but Joel moved in with me. No, this was in North Miami. Also, just a little bit further south. And so we moved in, and my mother did not like him. She did not like him at all. She felt he was too controlling. Hello? At the time, I was too stupid. Indeed. I mean, yeah, I was a typical young adult. I knew better than anybody else. My grandmother, oh, my poor grandma, she hated him. Because when he did propose, and and it was a really shitty proposal, but when he did propose, and we were going to get married, he was Jewish. But he didn't want to get married by a rabbi because he said he doesn't believe in the Jewish religion, and it would be hypocritical of him to get married under the laws of Abraham. When I looked at it clearly, I didn't care either way. It wasn't important to me. So, fine. Let's not. I said, I can have one of my coworkers. She's a registered reverend. She's a reverend. Let's let her, marry us. My grandmother? My grandmother refused to come to the wedding. Unless I got married by a rabbi. She refused. Now, I don't remember if she actually did or didn't. I don't think she did. But, as much as I adored my grandmother, because she was a second mother to me. I mean, I lived with her and Mom for a long time. And she did take care of me, and she raised me as much as my mother did. Maybe more. Maybe more. I couldn't tell you, but she refused. And when she refused, I kind of like, So, but we got married to me, it was a beautiful wedding. I did, even though it was my second marriage, I really did want the white dress and, the reception and area and everything else. But Mother said to me, you could have, I'll pay for the wedding and your dress and everything else, or you can have the money. We took the money and had a 3-week honeymoon. Much better than a dress and reception for one day. We had a 3-week honeymoon. Man, that was nice. Only one, but so we got married on the dock at TY Park, which was in Hollywood. I think by then we were living in South Broward, in Pembroke Pines or something. It was gorgeous. It was so nice. I didn't expect my dad to come, but he came and walked me down the dock. It was like an idol, though. It was, And it was a beautiful day. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to open this one. Uh-oh. Now what do I do? Oh, this is an extra. I had 2 414s. I already filled this up with 1. Let's see if it'll take a little more so we can empty this some. God, I'm getting it all. I'm not left-handed, so I don't know why I'm doing this left-handed. But then, if you've seen my videos or watched my live, you know me by now. I'm a klutz and I'm, my brain doesn't work 110%. It doesn't work 100%. Maybe 70, maybe. What? Oh, more. Wrong color. I don't know what color that is. See, I'm telling you, they pop out all by themselves. I don't do anything to do. Not my fault. Not my fault. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do. If I can fold that over. Do I have a paper clip? God, no. This is... Why should I have a paper clip? But it's 414, so it goes in here. So it should keep there for a while. There's the extra. Now we have 1, 2, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3371. I don't know where I'm going to put these. 3371. Oh, very few in the high numbers. Stick, 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 stick. Now, some people complain that these are hard to get off. They used to be. I don't know if this is an old kit or a new kit. I know that now they use the kind that you can remove, that's removable. Oh, those are the wrong two colors. Wrong color. Wrong color. Okay. 3371. This is up here. 53. Normally I would put it here. Well, I'm going to have to put it here. Hopefully I don't have too many more that are... Oh boy. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. 310, 310. Oh, 413. Okay, we don't have too many 310s. We have 413. But these are not going to stay here because I'm going to be rearranging this. I don't know if you've seen any of my other kitting up videos, but I rearranged them to be A through Z, actually 1 through whatever, usually 9, 1 through 9, if they used 9, A through Z, and then symbols in order of DAC's. You see this, the pink number there? Ah, and it's out of focus because, come on. There we go. You see the pink number? After I finished the 1 through whatever and the A through Z, I put the symbols in order of that pink number. So it's always easy to pick up and put back. It's always easy to put back what you need to put back. You don't have to go searching, where did I pick this up from? No, okay, it was right after 62. All right, this is 18, and there's only one of these. But there's 2 310s. Oh, good. Not as many as there were here. I have on the haunted one. I had 2 huge bags of 310. I'm telling you, it was scary. And 310 with DAC is always a black background with a white dot. It always is. I don't know why. Weird, but well, I guess they're consistent. Oh, okay. All right, now where was I in my story? Ah! I got married for the second time. I should have learned from that one. Joel was very controlling. I wound up, all those guy friends that I had that I used to have a blast with, and it was strictly platonic. I'm sure they didn't want it to stay that way, but kitties. I didn't want them. But slowly but surely, Joel had me drop my guy friends. 3772? Where is 3772? I see 3777, but I don't see 3772. Ooh, did they give me the wrong color? Well, I have time if it is the wrong color. Wait on that one. I slowly, even the few women that I was friends with, I even wound up, they wound up getting cut off by Joel too. I don't know how it happened. I let him do it. Obviously I had to let him do what he did. And we stayed married for, 7 years, I believe. 6 years. But then I had my accident. Oh, no, the honeymoon. Oh, the honeymoon was good. I have to admit, the honeymoon was good. Yeah, he and I were good in at least one place. If you know what I mean. Oh, gosh. I'm telling you, they have a life of their own. Girls have a life of their own. They know what they're doing. Oh, they know they're driving me crazy is what they know. All right. Oh, God. What the... Finger picks them up nicely.
Still recording?
Yes. Roommate told you. Though he came in before, I had just put you on pause for a minute so I could wipe my nose. It's my nose getting drippy. Okay, this goes here. And anyway, we had a 3-week honeymoon. Oh, my God. It was good. The first thing we did was go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We used to go there often to ski. We got married in December. And often, Joel and I, we had been together for, 2-3 years. We had been together for a while, and we would take a weekend or whatever, and go up to Gatlinburg and go to Snow Mountain, and I learned to ski there, and we would ski and toboggan and what do they call those? Jet skis and everything. It was... I gotta say, I had some of my best fun in the cold, which I hate. I love to visit. I love visiting snow. I just don't want to live there. I really don't. Um, so we went up there and we stayed a good week. And then we took a leisurely drive of a couple of days. We were going to go to the Poconos for, of course, some more skiing and snow playing. So we stopped at a number of places. We stopped in Atlantic City. We stopped at in somewhere in Maryland. I don't forget. We're along the water. I don't, Ocean City or something. We stopped. We stopped briefly in New York, and stayed a couple of nights in New York. And I took the first time I lived in New York for, 18, 20 years. And I finally took a hansom cab around the park with the horses and the, it was so nice. I remember that. Yeah, things are always good in the beginning, aren't they? And then we went on up to the Poconos. And when we got up there was snow, but it wasn't that bad. You know, it was okay. And we took the truck and we decided we had reserved a cabin. They had a lodge with a lot of rooms. Now this was the Poconos, okay? It's a honeymoon spot. The rooms had heart-shaped tubs and your own little swimming pool. I mean, they and a big hot tub in the bathroom, as well as a heart-shaped tub out in the living room or wherever it is. It was, it was a little tacky for me, but it was, it was fun. So we got a room in a cabin by ourselves, so we didn't have to be around other people because we were on our honeymoon. We didn't want to. I didn't want other people around. Joel was a hermit. That's half of why I lost all my friends, because Joel was a hermit. But there was one problem. Oh, there's two of these. Interesting, and they weren't together. So that means this goes here. We went down for dinner to the dining room, to the restaurant. And we had a long and leisurely dinner. We sat in the lodge by the fireplace, and it had started snowing, and it was beautiful. And then we took the car and we went back up. And it was fine. It wasn't that bad. By the time we woke up in the morning, we were under 2 feet of snow. And we had no snow tires. So we had to have the hotel come up to get us and take us down for breakfast. Their guys would pack up our stuff, put chains on the tires, bring the car down, give us a new room in the lodge. It was I loved that cabin. It had its own swimming pool indoors. It was beautiful. Not that the rest of the trip was bad, but dang. I had told Joe, why don't you get chains? We're in New York. We're in the Poconos. It's gonna snow. Anyway, we were there for a full solid week, and we had gotten there on Sunday, and not full solid. We gotten there on Saturday or Sunday, and we were leaving on Friday. On Tuesday, my cousin died of leukemia. And yeah, I was very upset at that. But I'm on my honeymoon. My aunt lived in the Poconos, she was going to have, the gathering at her house, which she doesn't live in. She lives in Poughkeepsie, not the Poconos. The Poconos is further north. And the problem was, like I said, we were on our honeymoon, and it was snowing the entire week we were there. We couldn't rent jet skis because of the snow. We had very few windows for skiing. That was a little disappointing. I'm glad we had the room. We were there. And I talked to my aunt, and she says, you don't have to come. He knows you love him, and he's not going to be here. He's gone. And he was only 35. It was, oh God, it was a shame. And he left 2 kids behind and a really nasty wife. Nah. Yeah, we don't talk about her anymore. And I said, well, look, we'll stop by and we'll spend a day with you when we leave. We're leaving on Friday. Well, my mother, they were gathering everybody together on Thursday. Because, even though he was buried right away, because Jewish religion, you have to bury them within 24 hours. So he was buried right away, but that was a private ceremony with my aunt and my uncle and his sister and his kids. That was just the immediate family. The rest of the family, and we have a pretty big family, but we were scattered all over the Northeast. The rest of them were going to go and get together on Thursday. I said, okay, well, I won't be there. Say hello, give my love to everybody, but I will see you on Friday. My mother called 2 or 3 times a day. You have to be here. You have to be here. I told the front desk, I don't care if they say it's an emergency. My cousin died. My mother is hysterical. Please do not put her through. They put her through at 2:30 in the morning. My aunt called me on Thursday, and it had started snowing again really bad. It was a blizzard, and they were wanting people to stay off the roads. And it was a good half-hour drive down to Poughkeepsie, where she was. Would have taken a lot longer if, in the snow, and we didn't have any snow tires or chains. And plus, it was our honeymoon. My aunt called me, and she said, the last thing I want is for you to be in an accident and die coming to a funeral party for Henry. Do not come. It is too dangerous out there. Okay. Didn't stop my mother from calling again. Did not stop my mom from calling again. I love my mom, but she's a nut. She was a little nuts. Yeah, and she took everything personally, She wouldn't talk to me for a while. God, not again? Another one? Wow. This is unlike DAC. They usually put the colors together when they have more than one. This is very unlike them. I'm glad I'm looking before I cut now. because that was a mistake. But we didn't sit there. So my mom called and called. And by the time we got there Friday evening, because I said, if it's not cleared, we're not coming Friday either. You know, I mean, if they say stay off the roads, I ain't going on a highway. But it did slow down on Friday. And by the time we got there Friday evening, because we had to go so slow on the highway, because there were so many cars that you could see pulled off to the side of the road, stuck in the snow. The road had become fairly cleared from all the cars, but I was glad that we hadn't gone earlier. Let's just say that. So by the time we got there Friday, my mother was in a fit. And my aunt yelled at her. She said, what do you want, your child to die? Because my child died? I went, ooh, ooh, ooh. I ain't touching that word. I'm staying away from that. And my mother, she shut my mother up, right up. Sherry, it's a blizzard. Want your child to die because mine died? That was some good words. My mother deserved it too. I love her. I loved her. I would give anything to be fighting with her again and arguing. Oh man, did we argue? Maybe because we were too much alike in many things. But we were always arguing, you know. I would call her on my way home from work because it was a good 35, 40 minutes for me. And I wanted somebody to talk to while I was on my way home. So I put her on speakerphone and we'd talk. And we'd argue. But it was, you know, it was good. It was good. We still had a good relationship. Despite all the arguing, you know. But that 3-week honeymoon, I will never forget. That was fun, and then not so much fun. Okay, so this is not the end. There is a part 2. So I want to thank you for watching, and in the meantime, be good, be kind, be nice, all that other stuff. Do what you know, be safe. Do what you have to do to keep yourself and others safe, please. And until the next time, arrivederci.